This practice of blowing bubbles, I learned in Pokhara, in the Kagyupa monastery in Nepal, where I taught English to the monks for 6 months in 1982. The monks would try and keep a stream of bubbles blowing for as long as they could, so that they could blow their long horns in ceremonies continuously. The way they do it is they have learned to take in air through their nose and compress it in their throats while they're blowing out through their mouth. And it's totally incredible how they do that. I certainly cannot do that. But I practice pranayama every day, sama pranayama, which is an even inhalation, exhalation, and retention after both of those at the bottom of the breath after the exhale, and at the top of the breath after the inhale, all equal. And I decided to employ their idea of bubble blowing to practice my exhalations and see how I could do with those and lengthen them. I wish I could figure out an analog for the inhalation, but I haven't come up with one yet. But sometimes I have fun doing this. My goal is a 3-minute exhale. So far I've gotten to 2 minutes, so that's what I'm up to. So the idea is, of course, to keep a steady stream, which, as you can see, I didn't do a good job all the time, some of the time. And that's one of the reasons that this exercise is good for pranayama. If you do it periodically, not every time, of course, it helps you to see where you're at and helps you to see how even your breath is, because the bubbles reveal the facts of the matter really well. In all forms of pranayama, we want to avoid any stuttering of the breath or straining. So that means working within one's limits. There should be no gasping of breath. So, because that can affect the nervous system and then have detrimental effects. So the whole idea is to, in this form of pranayama, is to keep the breath completely even. While doing this, you never want to strain. You want to relax as you do this practice. It should be a balance between not working hard and working too hard. You want to not overexert yourself nor underexert yourself, and to pace yourself and be relaxed through the exercise. And then it works really well. You'll find that it cuts through the false thinking and scatteredness of the mind, distraction of the mind. That's why I include it in every meditation session. If I'm going to sit for 3 or 4 hours, one of those hours is going to be pranayama practice. Sometimes it's the often it is the first practice, because it really does clear the mind of distracting thoughts and scatteredness. Distracting thoughts are thoughts that distract you, thoughts from outside. Scattered thoughts are from inside. You're radiating, your mind is going outside. And that's scatteredness. You're scatterbrained. You're throwing out all kinds of thoughts into the world. Distractions, the other opposite. All sorts of thoughts are coming at you. So if you eliminate scatteredness and distractedness, you're a lot better off. One of the really good ways is pranayama, because it works directly with the thought processes, and it's very, very effective. But of course, there's a limit how much you can do. For many people, 10 or 15 minutes is enough, and that probably is a good number for a beginner. Because if you do too much, it has an adverse effect on the nervous system. So you want to find your own groove, so to speak. A good regimen would be to break it up rather than all at once in some cases. In other words, include it in 3 different meditation sessions throughout the day. That way it might be easier not to put too much strain on oneself. So we'll take one more go at this morning. I'll take 3 deep breaths and practice an exhale. So one of the things to keep in mind is just like in all meditation practices, you don't want to strain, you want to be relaxed. There's absolutely no meditation technique of all the thousands of meditation techniques where straining is a good idea. It's always a bad idea. All forms of meditation, including this, should be relaxed, completely relaxed. And even though you're regulating your breath, and that requires tightening up the chest muscles and the diaphragm and the stomach muscles, and so forth. Still, even though you're doing that, your mind is very relaxed, and you don't feel that you're exerting yourself. You can recite a mantra, a simple mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, while doing breath mastery. That's up to the individual. You might not find that helpful, but always be relaxed, no matter what the practice is. The underlying basis should be very relaxed.